So today we're going to look at the 2017 Samsung Galaxy Tab A, and this is the 8-inch silver Wi-Fi model with 32 gig. So just to show you what comes in the box, terms and conditions, and they give you an ejection tool for the micro SD card tray, quick start guide, and it comes with a USB-C charging port, so that's good. This is your 5-volt, 2-amp charging brick. And here on the tablet, you can see is your front-facing camera. You've got your home button, your recent apps, and your back button. Here's where your micro SD card goes. On the top, you've got your 3.5mm headphone jack, microphone. On the right side, you've got the power button, volume up and down rocker. You've got one speaker on the bottom and a USB-C charging port. And on the back side, you got your rear-facing camera and LED flash. And you can see the back is made of what feels like a sort of a mixture of aluminum and plastic, which seems nice enough for this price range. So let's go ahead and turn it on and see what we've got. When you sign in, it's going to give you the option to sign in to your Samsung account to access Bixby, Find My Mobile, Galaxy app, Samsung Pay, Samsung Plus. But for now, let's just go ahead and skip that. So let's go ahead and see which version this is currently on in the settings. About tablet. So it looks like this is currently on Android 7.1.1. One thing I noticed already is the back button and the recent apps button, that these two capacitive buttons don't seem to light up. So it looks like this does have a split screen view. You can switch from an app from full screen view to split screen by pressing and holding the recent keys. You can tap on this icon and select an app to show on the bottom half of the screen. So that's kind of nice. You just click that and it fills the first half, and just click on the other app and it automatically fills it. And you can actually adjust how much of the screen you want each to have. So you could watch a video in the top section. So as you're watching the video on the top section, you could look online or basically use any other app. Now you'll notice it'll still keep it as a split screen until you drag this down, and then you can close it. So I'm not real familiar with some of the newer Samsung tablets. I don't know if I've ever used one where you swipe down and get the apps, or you can swipe up. And it looks like you can access either way. So here you have a folder with all the Google apps. So it looks like to add an app, you can just hit Add Apps and choose from the other apps that are on the device, which that's pretty cool actually. And it adds it right to that folder. That's so convenient. It should be like that on all Android devices. To remove the app, just click and hold and click Remove Shortcut. It looks like a lot of this stuff you could probably uninstall. Like something I probably wouldn't use is the default gallery. And it looks like you can't remove the app, but you could disable it. So let's go ahead and try the video and audio just to see how it does. So I think I like the screen on this better than on the Fire HD8. Although this is a $200 tablet versus $100 or less on the Amazon one. Of waiting for your oven to preheat? Well, so do I. If you like extra crispy and fast, then check this out. So you've probably seen these before, and they've been out for So yeah, it actually sounds pretty good. The screen resolution on this tablet is 1280 by 800. Now I can tell you already, I like this better than the Amazon Fire HD8 tablet. The resolution may be the same, but for some reason it just looks better on this tablet. I don't know if that's just because Samsung makes really good displays or what, I'm not sure. If you look really close, you can see a little bit of the pixels, but it's still pretty good. Another thing that is better is this actually comes with the Play Store. Amazon, it does not, I don't know why. I don't know why Amazon just doesn't include the Play Store. They would sell so many more tablets, but I don't know that that's going to change anytime soon. So to get to the recent apps is very similar to most other Android tablets. The one thing with Samsung, and this makes no sense to me, why they put the recent apps on the left side and the back button on the right side. Yet every other Android tablet and phone is just the opposite. Or on some of them you can actually switch between the two. It'd be nice if they'd give you that option, but for some reason Samsung doesn't do that. So there's a couple things that sort of bother me, but it's probably something I could get used to. One, this here actually looks like a fingerprint sensor, but it's just a home button, sort of like on the older Samsung devices. And you'll notice that the capacitive back and recent apps button don't light up, which that would take some getting used to. I'm not sure why they didn't make those backlit capacitive keys. I don't think it would make the device that much more expensive, or at least give me the option to have the on-screen buttons. Now the lock screen is pretty simple. It looks like you can have a shortcut in each corner similar to other Android devices. So let's go ahead and try out the camera. I can tell already that this camera is a lot better than on the Fire HD8. The detail looks better. I mean, this looks actually pretty good. I know it's kind of hard to tell in the video, but the colors and the detail actually look really good on this tablet. This is actually pretty cool on this camera, and I don't know if it's like this on all Samsung devices, but you can actually take the shutter button and slide it left and right to zoom in and out. So you can tell the shutter speed is pretty quick. And if you swipe to the left, you have a lot of different options here to choose from. Auto, Pro, Panorama, Continuous, HDR, Night, Sports, Sound and Shot, and Animated GIF. Let's do a comparison of HDR versus just Auto. And this lighting, I don't really notice much of a difference. The detail seems pretty similar. So there are a few different settings for video. The highest one being 1080p. Your rear camera goes up to 8 megapixel. It looks like you can make the volume key, record video, zoom, take pictures, or just the system volume. So it does look like for video it's got autofocus. It's not the fastest autofocus, but it's not bad. And the zoom works the same way as the camera for taking photos as for video. You can hold down the shutter button, slide to the right, you can zoom in, slide to the left, you can zoom out. I'm not sure why they kept the same name as their older tablet. Personally, I would have changed it because that's going to get a little confusing when you look for screen protectors and cases. But this tablet has a lot of things that I like. Samsung does a lot of little things that just seems a little more polished than on the Amazon Fire HD8. For some reason the screen on this looks better. The camera is definitely better. The overall speed seems pretty good. The one thing that I would change is to make these capacitive keys backlit. This also has USB-C, versus micro USB on the Fire HD8. So overall, this tablet seems really good. Now, one thing to take into consideration is this is about twice as much as the Fire HD8. Don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up if you haven't already. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.